Hello and welcome into... Wait, what? What? That's right! Kemba Walker is going to come to the New York Knicks. We had a feeling Leon wasn't done, and this is what he's pulled off. What a tremendous addition to our team. This is, first of all, I gotta say, ever since Kemba hit that shot for UConn in the NCAAs, I have been dreaming of him being a Knick. And it was such a bummer. I was like, God, why can't we draft a guy like that? Why can't we get to a guy like that? And then, in 2019, there was talk of him maybe coming here. And then, he went to the Celtics. I actually have not even once talked about Kemba Walker as an option for the Knicks because, it's a sore spot for me. I love his game. I love that he's a New Yorker. He's a tremendous character guy. And man, does he have heart. And can this guy ball? Now, there's definitely, some issues with this whole situation, which we're going to get into it. But first of all, please subscribe, hit the thumbs ups, turn on the notification bell. And thanks everybody for subscribing. And oh, by the way, new hats arrived. So if you want, just email me or send me a direct message on Twitter or whatever. But let's get this going. Let's dive into this thing. So Kemba Walker is going to be bought out by OKC. It's in the works. Apparently, it's for about $8 million. We're going to say $8 to $10 million. They're going to sign. He's going to sign with the Knicks for. This is, we can't really, what better case scenario? We don't have to trade. We don't have to give up any assets. We're not overpaying. One of the reasons why I never even discussed Kemba as an option for the Knicks all this time is because his contract was just made it insane, made it unmanageable. All that's gone away now. It's kind of like, I can't even come up with a metaphor for this. This is just serendipity. How about that? Serendipity. Not a metaphor, it's just a beautiful word to describe this situation. Hey, you know what? When OKC drafted Giddey and Trey Mann and they extended SGA, it was kind of like, well, what the hell are they going to do with Kemba? But even then, I didn't want to let my mind wander over there. Man. And even yesterday when I was putting together the point guard, the free agent point guards of remaining video, I was thinking, God, if only Kemba was a free agent point guard. Well, here we go. According to Ryan McDonough, Kemba Walker will sign a 2-year contract with the Knicks in the $8 to $9 billion range per league sources. New York also has team options, like I mentioned yesterday, for the final seasons on Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, and Derrick Rose, in addition to Evan Fournier's, which was previously reported here and elsewhere. So now we know. These were all the last seasons of all those contracts are team options. Very smart. Very smart. Wow. Kemba, last season, he averaged 19.3 points per game for the Boston Celtics, 4.9 assists, so almost 5 assists. He was traded to OKC with the 16th pick in exchange for Al Horford because, the Celtics wanted to clear up some salary. The thing is, he suffered, bad knee injury, which he was trying to condition himself back. And the in-between time between the bubble season and our last season, there just wasn't enough time for him to do the exercises that he needed to get that knee back in shape. So it took him out of the ability to play back-to-backs. And unfortunately, in the playoffs, he missed the last 2 games 4 and 5 for the Celtics for another knee injury, but not the same. It was a different thing. It was a bone bruise in the left knee. So he was bummed. He was so bummed. And he was so bummed, and this is what he said about it.
I'm really just planning on having a big summer. See myself feeling good again. It's been a while since I've really had time off. So, this is really an important time for me. For sure, yeah, I'm definitely thinking that. Like I said, I'm just gonna really just attack it. Just take some time off, reflect on the year. Just think about some things that I have to improve on. Think about ways to just, get myself back feeling good, I need some time for that. So, yeah.
Okay, so you see, he is going to work on his conditioning in the off season, and he said he hasn't had this much time off in a long time. So this is a good sign. Good sign. I mean, technically, before, the 4 seasons before last season, he averaged 80 plus games a season. So he has been pretty durable, which is nice. His points per game in 2016-17, he was 23.2. The next season, 22.1. And then 2018-19, he had a fabulous season, 25.6 points a game. And in 2019-2020, the bubble season, he averaged 20.4. And he was an all-star as recent as that season. And you see here, that's going to be his new teammate. They played against each other in high school. That's right. When Kemba played for Rice and Derek played for Simeon High School, they battled at MSG years ago. And now they're going to battle side by side. Wow. We went from a year ago, we went from Elfrid Payton as our starting point guard. And then we were thinking, well, maybe DSJ can finally turn the corner, or maybe it's Frank is going to do something. Now we have former All-Star, but a former MVP, and I think Kemba's a 4-time All-Star. We're looking good. And the beautiful part of it is it's so low risk because the assets that were required to bring him onto the team were just money, and it's not that much of it. This is the best case scenario. This is what we've been talking about with Leon and Brock Aller working their magic, man. I mean, they have worked their magic. This team is now stocked. All right, so one thing is I want to point out what Kemba is bringing to the Knicks that we have lacked. So it's basically rim pressure. His attempts at the rim, he completed last season 69% of his attempts at the rim. According to Cleaning the Glass, that puts him in the 95th percentile. To compare that to the 4 guards that we had last season, which was Rose, Payton, Burks, and Quickly. All right, Rose, he completed 53% for a 25th percentile ranking. Payton completed 55%, a little bit better, but only for a 36% percentile ranking. Burks completed 48% for a dismal 9 percentile rank. And Quickly, though he did complete 56% for a 37 percentile rank, but he only attempted 8% of his shots there. So, and Burks only attempted 21%. Payton attempted 46% of his shots there, but we know the story there. And Rose attempted 28% of his shots. So, I mean, Kemba is a major upgrade in that department. All right, let's check out Kemba's stats. These are Kemba's stats for the last 5 seasons since 2016. He's averaged 22.6 points a game, 5.4 assists, 3.8 rebounds, 1.1 steals. He's still got those quick hands. He snatches the ball right out of the defender's hands a lot of the times. Love that. Love that intensity that he brings. And the way he shoots the lanes to get those steals. Nice. Yes, he's small for sure. And, small guards definitely, as we get down into the half-court game scenarios of like the playoffs, it is a little problematic. But, maybe in the Thibodeau scheme, this can be worked out. But the offense that he gives you, the flow in basically the spacing that he helps provide is such a upgrade on the offensive end that I think it more than makes up for his deficiency, his downtick on the defensive end. He averaged 33.7 minutes a game over the last 5 seasons. Pretty nice. Last season, he averaged 31 minutes a game. His field goal percentage, 43.3%. His three-point percentage, 37.6%. Now, compare that to his career three-point percentage, 36%. So he has actually improved as a three-point shooter in the last 5 seasons. Last season he averaged last season he averaged 36%, which is right in line with his career. But the previous 4 seasons he had some nice numbers there. His free throw percentage, 85.8%. E-field goal, 51.9%. This guy is a very, very dynamic, productive player. We got ourselves a good one, guys. We really did. We got ourselves a good player. And in the last 4 seasons, he's averaged over 80 games. That's pretty good. No, actually, it was between 2015 and 2019. He averaged 80 games. The previous 2 seasons, I think he played in 2019 56 games, the bubble year, and then last season only 43 games. So, injuries have, hurt him. He's 31. I think this could really work out. Man. I got to say, it's the kind of move that invigorates the entire organization because it shows that the man in charge can add quality and depth without having to sacrifice assets while we're in asset accumulation mode for the bigger star, the bigger disgruntled star. And speaking of disgruntled star, so Kyrie has been one in the past. In 2020, look at this tweet today by Clevis Murray. In 2020, he said, "Me and K-Walk, I want that matchup. I want K-Walk. I have to. Me and K-Walk, that's my matchup. I know everybody wants to see it out of New York and New Jersey." Oh, man. Irving is a Net, and now Kemba Walker is a New York Knick. Booey! I love it. I love this move. It's a win-win. It's very low risk involved. Wow. I'm kind of speechless about it, even though I've just been talking for like 10 minutes. All right, well, I want to hear your feelings about it. Of course, you can tell I'm excited about it. I want to hear if you guys are loving this move, or maybe there was a better move that we should have done. I'd love to hear about that. Your comments influence my takes, my videos, so it's a back and forth here. It's not one way, and I really appreciate all your input. So again, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, thumbs ups, and stay tuned for the broader video where I analyze what this team, this new squad that they have constructed, well, the run it back with some nice upgrades. It's like we got some Botox. We got some Botox here. We got a little nip and tuck, but we, still looks the same, just better, much more handsome. I like the squad. All right, see you around the Kemba Knicks-Verse.